all things considered, but that way you at least get plot.
Yeah. Well,
and by plot, I mean I'm air quoting plot.
Well, the thing is, if it's the same as Donkey Kong Country Returns' plot, I'm not. I would be.
You're not missing out on much. I'll just tell you that with confidence. Yeah, that's how far I am in the game, like 4%. I have not been playing the game much.
Oh.
Ignore the fact this is 1-2. I'm actually a little bit farther than that.
Hmm. You have a lot of songs, good sir.
You've been staring at my my iTunes.
Yep.
Like you see the game now, correct?
Nope.
What?
I see it on your stream side, but not on the Skype side.
You should be seeing it on Skype side.
Nope. I just see a bunch of songs over that many songs with that many days worth of it and over that many gigabytes.
What do you see now?
Still this iTunes.
All right.
Now I just see you.
You see nothing for a second. Hang on, I'll fix this for you. You should actually you should actually be seeing this. Share screen. Now what do you see?
So Jex is cosplaying as his evil brother Zex. Sure, we'll go with that. Now I see it.
Cool.
A little stretched, but yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see it in a weird format, but it'll work.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
I think this is the control settings I used. Yep.
So, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. So, this is the sequel. Is this the sequel to the Returns game or no?
Technically, yes.
Technically, okay. So, this is the sequel to this. In terms of story, by the way, it looks like Donkey Kong celebrating his birthday.
It is. I just really wanted an excuse to make a cake.
Yeah, that's sure. We'll go with that.
He's really psyched about that cake, man.
And then the balloon flies over. Hey, there goes my life! No, not a life! I'm not gonna lie. I guess it's because I grew up with the country series from the SNES. I really miss the Kremlins. I really do.
I honestly don't miss the Kremlin. I'm kind of cool with him mixing it up with new characters. But I don't know. The problem is like playing the original series so much screws me up on certain elements in this game. But this is still a pretty solid game.
Right. That boss is a walrus. You cannot easily tell me that it is not. If it's not, I will be impressed. Well, that's a cool trick.
Yeah. No!
Donkey not happy.
Canada is invading! Red Dragon 5000 says, the new villains are pretty cool. I'll just let that one sink in.
The thing can...
Why not? If it can summon an ice dragon with a horn, I'm pretty sure it can fly.
Of course. It's going to be on the top of the mountain. I bloody knew it. And now the island is in a winter wonderland.
Canadians ruined Donkey Kong.
Does anyone want to build a snowman?
Everyone's singing Blame Canada.
I heard the Stick of Truth is amazing.
I just finished playing it the other day. It's pretty good.
Oh, I need to get it. I heard it's a huge love letter to South Park fans.
Yep, there's a million references in that game. Give me that balloon.
Oh, they did it like in the original. Ooh, hello. Did I just see references from all those TVs?
John, why would you evade Donkey Kong? I assume they mean invade. Yeah, it's like you can hear like the old DK rap theme song in there, or not the country theme song, I should say.
Oh, okay. Oh, they brought puzzle pieces back, and there's 9 in the first one.
Yep. What? Yep.
Oh. God.
Also, there's swimming now. I don't think apparently there wasn't swimming in Returns. Some people told me. I never finished Returns, so.
I've 100%ed it. I've actually did a 101 playthrough of it.
I had like 2 complaints about Returns with the controls. One was having to shake the Wiimote to do like the infinite rolling, which really you had to do that if you're going to speedrun stages, which I just found it obnoxious. I guess other people were okay with it. The other was like the jumping mechanics always messed me up because like bouncing off multiple enemies because you had to keep tapping the B button each time before you hit the enemy. So I always found it like super weird.
The problem well, really for me, and you guys, if you want to, you could go to my YouTube channel because I do go in depth about what I really felt about the game. Really, for me, the game, in terms of bringing back, you know, the original Donkey Kong Country style, it works and it's beautifully done. The few complaints I had were, you know, again, there was the enemies were a little bit off, but then again, because I grew up with the countries and I love the Kremlins. Not only that, but there were some parts of the game where the control was just obnoxious, and not only that, but the key temples. I could see that they're designed to be challenging, but there's a fine line between where there's challenge and then that's just completely unfair. Like, I remember in some ones before I did my playthrough, like, I had to use, like, banana juices in order to actually get through the game. Or at least in certain parts of the key temple. Oh, what the?
It's a banana fairy.
Oh, okay. And that checkpoint pig is back. I heard that there's not a super mode. Like, if you die too many times in a level, the pig will give you the...
Shit! I got greedy. Fuck. Died on the first stage on stream, of course. Do it no problem when I'm off stream. And on stream, of course, screw up immediately. Alright, we'll roll with it.
Oh well.
I was trying to go down here without getting hit, but I should have got greedy and should have stopped when I had a chance. If you go down here, you get another puzzle piece.
Bonus room? Oh no, just hidden area. Okay. How are the bonus rooms in this?
The exact same.
You're joking. So
more or less. Here, I'll even show you. I think I'm actually almost at one.
I am actually curious. I do want to see the layout map.
I'm not gonna say any bullshit about like the game's too hard or anything like that. That was just me being an idiot. So yeah,
Oh,
I deserve that death. No, because the chat's getting to like the good job, John. Hey.
Here's the thing, you know, we've all had those temptations in gaming that, well, sometimes we believe we can easily get through it when, you know, oops, AI just gets the better of us. So, oh well.
Well, it wasn't even AI getting the better of me. It was me literally being like, oh, I'm just going to stand here and break this and hope that I'm doing it fast enough.
Right.
So, no, it was me making a bad call.
I'm curious, though, John, how are you playing this? Are you actually playing it with the... well, then again, this isn't a Wii, it's a Wii U. So, are you actually playing with the gamepad, or are you actually using the Wiimote with the nunchuck?
I'm using the gamepad.
Yeah, okay. What did you use in Returns?
Wiimote nunchuck, because you couldn't use the classic controller, which is what I would have used.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, wasn't there also another, like... Because I
believe there was Wiimote. There was Wiimote only and Wiimote nunchuck, if memory serves me.
Yeah. I still believe in it. I still actually, even though I've 100%ed it, there's still, like, I know I'm missing a few art, but according to what the file says, I 100% the game, but I don't think I've truly 100%ed it. Because I didn't do all the time trials. which I heard are not. Ooh.
Yeah, the time trials in this game are fucking nuts.
Ooh, and then, ooh, look at that camera angle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Retro's always been able to do good eye candy, so.
Hello, Viking ship.
Oh, that's it? Alright.
Yeah, DK game. Yeah. Most of the DK games do go over 100%. That's very true. Though I will say, Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie's Double Trouble was bananas insane. I cannot believe I missed that many secrets about it. Because I actually remember that when I beat the game, I didn't know about the Hidden Lost World or about the spoilers, the banana bird. What the? This is new.
It's
is this a bonus room?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, if you get all the banana bunches, you get a puzzle piece, so.
That's interesting. So, literally a little mini game within the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
That makes sense.
Oop, come on back, come on back.
You're not on DK Island, are you?
Nope, you start off on a different island. That's the idea, is that they knocked you away somewhere else.
That's... okay.
That's why it's not frozen.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, wait a minute. We were in a frozen, but I saw the planes like, are we somewhere else? Bonus room.
There's an actual bonus room, as you'll see it's pretty much the same.
Wow. What? It is the same. Except the only difference is on the side you get a banana meter to show how much it's completed. Cool, nice touch, but I'll say this, I mean, even though in the original Donkey Kong Country, I mean, there was a good variety of bonus barrels, but again, they were the same. So.
Did it really crash again? Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with this capture card today? Yeah, we're down again. Hang on.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
The device in use has been disconnected. No, it has not. I'm staring at it right now. This will just be a minute.
Oh, sure, not a problem. John, what capture card are you using?
Hauppauge HD PVR1. I don't know why it's acting up today in particular. You usually don't have this much problem with it. Oh, wow, it came back fast. That's the plus side to it, at least. Come on, come on. Alright, now XSplit's being a piece of crap. Awesome. This is just not my day.
There
we go.
And then DK64 used 5 bonus barrels and used it 10 times. That is very true. That is true, I will say that, but I don't know, I guess I overlooked that, but... Anyways, we're back to game!
I use my buddy ability, and now everyone's a balloon.
What?
Yeah, buddy abilities. Each character, I think, has something different happen. With Diddy Kong, any enemy nearby turns into a one-up balloon.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There we go.
That's all.
Ah, shit!
Pieces.
I should not have jumped. Should have waited.
And the barrel system too. I want to see what the world map is like, because if it's the same, image unlock. Yep, it's the same thing. Collect all puzzle pieces.
It's pretty much just more of Donkey Kong Country Returns, but I think with slightly better controls. You got more choices for player 2 or your AI partner. and like really more stages. And I believe the difficulty's up a bit more.
I'm not gonna lie. If I ever got this game, I would totally do a co-op mode on this. I truly would. I would love to do a co-op playthrough of this, but I don't have anybody who would be willing to do it. Okay, can you do a zoom out of the whole world? Okay.
Sorry, I already pressed it. Oh, Onyx, we've seen all the rest of their jokes. We're just not commenting on them.
Oh yeah. That's another thing too. I will say this: Donkey Kong 64. It's literally one of my favorite games of all time. It's my top 3 personal choices of all.
64, really?
Yes, sir.
Fair enough. There was too much of 64 for my liking, honestly, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. The reason why this is one of my favorite games because story time with Jax.
All right.
When I was a little kid, I didn't have the pleasure of getting as many games as I would love to, which is fine. There was this one game, I cannot remember for the life of me how I came across it, but I think it was because I saw Donkey Kong on it. So I was like, at the time when Blockbuster was still in business, I told my mother that I would like this game, please, just to rent it. And when I first played it, I was completely hooked on it, just because of literally how much you can do about it. And this was before, and I will say this too, I played this game first before Super Mario 64. So.
Oh wow! Okay.
So when I played this game, I was just amazed. Like, holy shit! Look at all I can do. I could go out to the adventure. I recognize Donkey Kong Island, and there's all of these cool nits and tricks and all of these cool things that I was like, oh my god. But I rented it, and so I had to give it back. Well, I told my mom every time that we went to Blockbuster that I wanted to rent a game, I would always pick Donkey Kong 64, and I wanted to beat that game. That was my mission as a child. I wanted to beat this game. Well, every time I rented it, it was, at very little as possible, but when I did be able to rent it, oh, I played the ever-living crap out of it. And I actually remembered when Launchables was doing the special promotion for Donkey Kong 64, they had the player cards in the back of Donkey, Diddy, Chunky, Lanky, Tiny, all of them. And it was my goal too to get those too. Sadly, I didn't get all of them. I was missing Lanky, which I was very, very sad of myself. So, come Christmas, when did it come out? I want to say come Christmas.
Oh, it's 64? 64 went in 2001.
So, and then Donkey Kong 64. I want to say come Christmas that year.
Or maybe, sorry, yeah, maybe I'm wrong and said 2000. Sorry, it's one of those two. I forget if it came out before or after Perfect Dark.
Right. But, so I got that. And come Christmas, I finally got the game. And I was so happy that I finally was like, finally, I don't have to rent it anymore. I can play this game, and I am going to beat it. Which I did. And I was very happy for it. However, there was one thing that kept bugging me. There was 2 levels in particular. Gloomy Goons and a Fungi Forest. I was missing a golden banana. I could not figure out how. I didn't know how. I searched that game for like almost... And my first file that I've ever played, and I still have it, the first file I've ever played has over... I think it has got over 100, about 100 hours or 99 hours or something like that, because I kept searching just so I can fully complete it. Even though it said, I got 101%. I never did. So, come 10 years later, I decided to look up a walkthrough or something because I said, I'm done. I need to actually see where these things are. Turns out in Gloomy Goons, in Chunky's side, there's that pirate ship where you would land with Diddy Kong to press his button. Well, it turns out there's a door on top of it that I apparently missed, where if you body slam with Chunky Kong, there's where his last golden banana and the last remaining banana bunch that he was missing. Same thing with Diddy Kong, where in the, see, what part of it? It was the tree one, where that owl is, where you had to race around. Mm-hmm. Apparently, if you actually kept going around with the owl, you would actually get it. So finally, after all the years, I finally actually, on my very first file, I finally was able to 100% complete it. And then, yeah, I was like, I looked at the hours, it was like over 99 hours or over 100 hours. I was like, oh my god, it took me this long to finally complete it. I completed it, don't care.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that sometimes I would like to go back to and just play it again. And I actually did speedrun it once because I saw that the fastest time was like, I think 7 hours or something like that. So I did speedrun through it, and I beat it in 6 hours with 100% completed, no glitches at all, which I was shocked about. But I was like, did I get the record? Do I hold it now? And I was like, nope, somebody beat it in like 5 hours or something. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, people found ways to like skip multiple chapters and stuff like that. So, a little too late, sadly.
Yeah, but in terms of like, again, like not skipping anything and just getting everything. Yay. Anyways, back to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I see we have Dixie Kong.
Yep.
So, okay, so does she play exactly like from 3?
No. Here's how her hover works. You jump and then you hold it and she goes straight up, but you don't get the gliding effect. So you're in midair for a bit and then you're done.
So if you glide up, you can't go forward. You literally go straight up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll have a little bit of forward momentum, but primarily it's used to go up. Or to keep you in midair for a little bit longer.
So essentially, it's a better Diddy Kong. To an extent.
In a way, yeah. Oh, shit. And down here should be the secret exit. Yep, there we go.
Wait, secret exit?
Yeah, there's secret exits and stages now.
No!
And this one you need Dixie to get.
Why Dixie?
Because her hair can be used as like a extra propeller to get down here. Unfortunately, this messes up me getting Kong and everything, but I mean, secret exit. 1, 2. Ah, missed it.
Is it the same thing if you get Donkey Kong on the end barrel? You just keep pushing buttons and then it just times it. Okay.
Like I said, they really didn't change much per se, but it's still a solid game. Oh, someone said there's sometimes 2 secret exits in the level.
Oh my god.
So when's Donkey Kong 64 returns? I will state this about my statement about Donkey Kong 64. The reason I'm kind of towards it is because I beat it like the full 101% or whatever the final completion percent was on that. That's why. But that and it's pretty heavy on the collectathon. So usually when I go back to the Donkey Kong Country games, I usually don't go back to 64, but I do appreciate a lot of things about it. Funky runs the store.
Hello, Funky Kong. It's great to see you too. Are you coming back in the next Mario Kart?
I got a Funky Kong toy. So yeah, like you can buy like the same thing, buy 1-ups, buy squawks to help find hidden puzzle pieces. Pick which partner you start a stage with.
What's the shield?
On certain stages, you take an extra hit.
Wait, there's a randomized machine now for tokens?
For capsules, yeah.
Oh my god, they really are making this a collectathon like 64.
And only you will build up a lot of coins eventually.
Point taken. So, well, unfortunately with Squawks, if you were going through a blind through, which I'm probably going to do, if you're going to go through a blind through, you're probably going to be using Squawks a lot.
Someone says Retro... Where did that go? Retro Studio said the next Donkey Kong will probably be 3D instead of a side-scroller. I kind of hope that they don't do another Donkey Kong game. I want Retro to do something else. They do good games. I want to see them with another franchise than Metroid and Donkey Kong.
Actually, I read an article. They said it's going to be a long time before they can even go back to Metroid.
Why?
They did... I cannot remember the specifics, but I think it was because for other reasons. It was some weird development reason. But here's the thing, if they're gonna make Donkey Kong into a 3D environment, then I'm hoping for one or two things. Donkey Kong 64 remake? Sure. Or something completely new, but but who knows? So then, what is Cranky Con in this level?
No, this is a side stage technically.
Is it a key temple?
What do you mean by this? Is like stage 1A essentially. The temples do exist. You get them for getting Kong in all stages. So. And I believe there is also a secret world if you beat all of those stages. But those stages are like crazy hard and don't have any checkpoints. So.
Oh yes, they do. Oh, I remember. Because I did the 100% for Donkey Kong Returns. Oh, I will say this. The final world, as in the last world, is beautiful, like the super world. But oh my god, will it punish you. So yeah, they literally didn't change that much. Perfect. I'll fit right in perfectly. Fit right in perfectly. Yay.
Yeah, like if you play the last one, you'll pick it up easily.
Jax, your tears are delicious. I didn't know my tears were that delicious. Here, let me taste them. Oh, would you know? They are.
That's a little creepy. Not quite what I expected you to do on call. Taste your own tears.
Well, I'm just playing off what they said. It's like, oh, my tears are delicious. Here, let me check. Oh,
I guess you would be the person able to actually check that. That is a valid point.
John, have you heard about A Hat in Time? It's an indie collectathon game in development. The team said they have been trying to capture the charm that N64 collectathons brought while fixing a lot of the issuing that DK64, Banjo-Tooie, and Mario Sunshine had.
I've heard about it. One of the guys that frequents the stream actually gave me a key for it. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was right now. I had 2 people offer it to me. But I am aware of it. Whether or not I'll actually play the finished product, I'm not 100% sure about. But I think it's actually a really cool idea, and if it goes well, then more power to them. But I was always more of a 2D gamer than 3D, easily.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing too. Like, and again, I guess probably because I grew up with most of the platforming side. If it's a 2D game, or kind of like a 2D platforming game, I'm much better at it than say Mario Sunshine or what's another prime example?
Yeah, like I'm not that good at Sunshine either, so it's not my choice 3D game or Mario game for that matter.
Exactly. Is it Yep, it's the same. It is literally the same, and I see the key, and I see the monkey temple from a key temple.
Like I said, man, they didn't change much. The golden rule of Nintendo: if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Or then sometimes break it, because why the hell not? Case in point, Yoshi's New Island. Ugh.
Okay, so I need to ask, because I've been hearing a lot of bad things. Have you played it?
Yeah, I started playing it the other day. It's not that good.
It's really? How come?
It just seems, I don't know how to also put this, boring in a way. It feels like there's no life in it. It kind of feels like a lifeless clone of the SNES Yoshi's Island, but also a little inferior, because, I mean, there's random stuff like gyro controls in it. It just feels like all the lessons they learned when they made the first one, they totally forgot. Which I believe I've heard this is a new dev team, or a different dev team working on it, which would make sense, so.
I'll give Retro this when it comes to new level designs and how to figure things out for P's. Holy moly. Though I am curious, though. Right next to Donkey and Dixie's icons on the far left, far left, there's that little bar that has a lock on it. What is that?
That is the banana move meter. That's the one that I turned all those enemies into 1-ups earlier.
Oh, okay. And let me guess, you filled that up by collecting bananas.
You're good.
Wow, it's like I don't know Donkey Kong series that much.
It's like there's only one other thing you pick up in this entire game besides money.